Okay, we're on. Okay, so we are back for part 2. Okay, so we're just trying to get through some technical issues. Connection seems to be stable. So we did our first live stream, and yeah, we're back now. But we did I don't know what happened at the end of the first live stream. It just the connection just seemed to drop, and then so we just thought good time to drop off, have a bit of a break, have some lunch, and now we're back. So we'll be back. We're back now until about 4 o'clock. So hopefully we'll catch the A380 going out, which should be roughly, well, assuming it goes in time, it should be roughly in about half an hour. So yeah, hopefully we'll capture that going out. I think there's a Dreamliner that goes after it as well, so we'll hopefully get that. So yeah, so stay with us, and we'll keep happy here for just under a couple of hours, just showing you footage here from Birmingham Airport. So this is a Jet 2 from Boeing 737 that's just come in from Preveza, I think that's how you pronounce that, which is in Greece. So yeah, that's just landed. We've got a Ryanair that is intercepting. That is off to, I'm not even going to attempt to try and pronounce that, somewhere in Poland. So, but I literally can't pronounce that, I don't think. I'm not even going to try it either. So yeah, we've got a Ryanair that's probably not going to be in shot yet because it will be behind Hangar 2 that generally gets in our way. From this position. I can hear it. So he's going. Following there with the down the old tower that you can see in your shot at the moment. quite interesting. On flight radar at the moment, we've got a Jet 2 737 that's gone out of Birmingham and then it's coming back to Birmingham, but on flight radar it says Birmingham to Birmingham. I don't know if that's testing something just to make sure it's working okay, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, that's an interesting one. It's about to come into land, or it's about 2 minutes out anyway. Yeah, that went all the way up to, it flew out, went all the way up to around what looks like the Lake District. And now it's coming back in. So yeah, not sure what that's about, but interesting all the same. So we've got the Jet 2 that just came in from Preveza in Greece, which is another place. If you were on the first stream, I was learning about new places in Europe that I didn't know about. So yeah, just deboarding now, getting the stairs in position. So that Jet 2 that's yeah, flew out of Birmingham, popped up to the Lake District, and is going to be yeah, coming back in soon. It's roughly about a minute out. Okay, there it is. So again, can't explain this one. If you look on flight radar at the moment, this plane, yeah, left Birmingham, came back to Birmingham. I don't think it's an emergency alert or anything like that, or it was supposed to go somewhere else. I can only put it down to it being maybe just a quick test flight to check that everything's working okay. I don't think we caught the takeoff of this, because it would have been interesting to see where it took off on the runway. If it was a test flight, it wouldn't have had any passengers. So I don't know if we caught the takeoff because it took off 47 minutes ago. So I think we were on our break then. That's their treat. I think that's the police helicopter. I think just took off. I think. Yeah, pretty sure that's the police helicopter. It's not coming up on flight radar, which would suggest it probably is. Yeah, off they go. So yeah, here's that Jet 2 from Birmingham to Birmingham. It'd be interesting to watch where this goes now because I don't think there's any passengers on that. The fact that that's just gone popped into the Lake District for a bit and then come back in. Yeah. So we've got another arrival coming in, Boeing 737 MAX from Ibiza, which we'll get for you shortly. Flight time just over 2 hours from Ibiza. Relatively new plane as well, a couple of years old that one. Yeah, it's a couple of minutes out from Ibiza, flying a 737 MAX. So if you just joined us, say hello to us in the comments, give us a like, give us a subscribe as well if you want. We really appreciate anything you can give us. Yeah, it'd be nice to hear from anyone in the chat, even if it's just say hello, don't be shy, say hello to us. So the Ryanair should be landing any moment. Jim just swiveling the camera around, ready for that. 737 MAX as well. And there it is. Ryanair 737 just in from Ibiza 737 MAX. So the next plane in is going to be, next arrival I should say, is the Jet 2 from Venice, which is another 737. Quite popular here at Birmingham, 737s. Average flight time of about 2 hours from Venice. Grey livery, the Jet 2, or silver livery, whichever way you want to look at it. It's due in about 3 minutes. Interestingly, I'm just looking at the general information on flight radar for the wind. It says it's 4 knots. I mean, when we arrived, it was 12 knots this morning. So it's definitely calmed down. It just says variable in terms of direction. So yeah, it's got arrows pointing, 4 arrows on the screen here for those that know flight radar, just pointing in each direction. So it just keeps moving around basically. So I think we've got our next arrival now coming in. The Jet 2 from Venice, 737. Just a normal one, not the Max. It's just picked up in here, which you might be able to get on the microphones. It's definitely stronger than 4 knots. Really windy. It's just because I love the work here, but yeah, just picked up. Just like when you're sitting here in shorts. So next arrival is going to be a Jet 2 A321, which is coming in from Palma de Mallorca. Similar flight time to the last one from Venice, just over 2 hours this one. It's a bit delayed this one. It was supposed to arrive 1:40, landing at 26 minutes past 2. So yeah, a bit delayed. I suppose that could be still some hangover from the IT outage a couple of days ago. The Jet 2 just holding position on the taxiway, shore-wise. We had this earlier when we had I think it was the Fly 4 Airlines that was just holding its position. We had no idea why. Various reasons, I suppose it can be, but yeah, this one's holding. I can't see, there's no other traffic on its way, so been told to wait its turn. So next arrival in a couple of minutes is going to be the A321 Jet 2 from Palma de Mallorca. Should be coming into land any moment. A minute out. Emirates cargo on the back there. Looks like an Emirates symbol. Could suggest that the A380 is getting ready to depart, or being loaded up anyway, because that is due to go out, which we're looking to capture. That is going out at 2:35. It's saying at the moment, and then we'll hopefully get we'll get some good ones here. So we'll get another Dreamliner going out, which is going back to Jeddah that we caught earlier, and also we get the Qatar Dreamliner as well. So lots are coming up. So please stay with us. Enjoy your Sunday afternoon watching some plane spotting at Birmingham Airport. More gas fuel. That's the Jet 2, A321 from Palma de Mallorca, landing and probably about to turn onto the taxiway. Got lots of planes looking like they're taxiing. A lot that we caught on the first live stream. So there's the Pegasus that's going back to Istanbul. We've got the Corendon that's going back to Antalya. We've got a Ryanair that's taxiing at the moment. It's going to Knock, which is in Ireland. So yeah, a few planes coming out. Then yeah, we're looking forward to like I said, the A380 and a couple of Dreamliners that will be coming out. Should hopefully come out in the next half an hour. So stay tuned. Look for those. Some good heavy planes coming up. So we've got the Ryanair that was just holding its position there, which is going to Knock in Ireland. And we've got the Jet 2, it's just come in from Venice, taxiing to, I think they're remote gates there. A lot of the Jet 2s seem to go over there, because we've got a Jet 2 there that's about to, it's going up to Kalamata later. Yeah, I think they're remote gates. I suppose it's just remote parking instead of actual gates. Right, I think that Ryanair is lining up. Yeah, it's moving into position. Get ready for takeoff. Oh, so this is a 737 MAX as well. So we had that 737 MAX that came in shortly a few minutes ago, I think it was. Yeah. Oh, this one's going straight off as well. Not hanging around. That's the Ryanair off to Knock. It's probably going to be a relatively short flight, I would imagine. Yeah, 53 minutes average flight time, 270 nautical miles, which is the Great Circle distance, according to Flight Radar. So I doubt they'll get that high in terms of altitude. There's Pegasus. which was the last plane I think this is the same plane that we saw at the end of our first stream, which I was making a comment about. I always think that says fly pigs, but it's not, it's fly PGS. Yeah, so this is the Pegasus going to Istanbul. It's another 737. So that looks like it's going right at the top of the runway. Whereas that last plane, the Ryanair that was going to knock, that intersected. So sometimes they don't need the full runway, depending on the weight of the plane. Might have been a bit lighter, that Ryanair. Okay, we got a Jet 2 just landing now. 737 from Corfu, just about to come in. No, I'm sorry, I've got that completely wrong. I thought that was landing, but it's actually gone right. That's gone right over the top of the runway. Stupid thing there, I didn't look at the altitude, which was 4,000 feet. So apologies for that. That was very strange though, unless that's a go around. You know what? That might have been a go around because that had. I can't see it now on the. I'll just see if I can get the altitude graph to see what happened there. Yeah, I think that might have been a go around. Can't tell exactly. But certainly the path that it took, it went straight over the runway. Yeah, I think that must have been a go around, but that was. I think they decided quite early with the go around there because they seemed to increase their altitude just well in advance of the runway, so I think they weren't happy with the approach on that one. Interesting. We've had a go around, which unfortunately we didn't capture because we weren't aware of what's going on, and it was higher than where higher than where we could get the camera up to. So, but there we go. We'll keep an eye on that one. See if he manages to get round or follow that. Yeah, see if he gets in on the second one. So we've got an EasyJet coming in. A couple of minutes. Now the Pegasus is still lined up, but I don't think they're going to allow that Pegasus to go because the EasyJet is on approach. So yeah, next one in EasyJet Europe from Amsterdam. And that'll be a very short flight, roughly about 54 minutes. Okay, so here's the EasyJet coming in A320neo, so it should be a relatively new plane. Nope, 5 years old. Got that wrong, but it's the new engine option. EasyJet, yeah, A320 coming in from Amsterdam. Let's just see what's happening with that go around. Yeah, still lining up again by the looks of it, or going to be lining up again. Now the go arounds, for those of you who don't know, is I think you get 3 attempts before you have to divert. I don't know what the alternate for Birmingham would be. Could be Manchester. Don't think it's Luton. I don't know offhand. Yeah, so he's got a couple more. Pilot's got a couple more attempts, and then I'm sure he will be fine. I mean, the wind. I mean, that was, from what I can tell, that was an approach-based go around. So they certainly weren't happy with the looks of the where the altitude has lowered and then increased again. They weren't happy with the approach. So it wasn't as if there was something on the runway that the wind was shifting and something was wrong with the approach. Because the wind speed at the moment as well is 4 knots, I think. Yeah, 300 degrees. So it's not. That was an approach. Not happy with the approach. I think that Jet 2 737. So we'll keep an eye on that. See if they get on that second attempt. So we've got the Pegasus. Pegasus going to Istanbul 737. Just appearing on your screens now. There it is. So average flight time off to Istanbul, about 3.5 hours. So the Jet 2 737 about to line up, which is getting ready to go to Kalamata, which I think is in Greece. Yes, I got that right. So keeping an eye on that go around that we had. That's coming on its final approach again, so we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, so we're seeing at the moment. So this is the go around from earlier. Now there is another Jet 2 lined up ready, so hopefully that's going to go before they come in. So I don't think they'll want a second go around, because otherwise they'll only have one more attempt and then they'll be diverted. Okay, so that's the Jet 2. Very plain livery from Jet 2. No, pun there. That is off to Kalamata in Greece. 737. So we've got the Jet 2 coming in. That's the go around from earlier. Let's see their second attempt. The approach looks fine. Altitude is going all in the right direction. So the approach is fine this time because it wasn't last time. That's why they, well, again we're assuming that's why they did the go around. So they weren't happy with the approach. This is looking all right this time. So they're happy with the approach. Let's see how they get on with the landing. A bit wobbly. And the wind's only 4 knots, so shouldn't be affecting the plane too much. Very wobbly. I mean, I'm sitting here saying that I'm not a pilot, so. There you go, and they're down. Second attempt. Well done, Jet 2. Yeah, if you missed it on the stream, that was the first attempt was yeah, they chose to go around based on the approach. So that was yeah, called back quite early. Something wasn't quite right. We don't know if that's themselves making the decision or the system's made the decision. We don't know, but yeah, that's our first go around of the day we've had. Of course, complete confusion earlier because we just saw a plane going over the runway at 4,000 feet, which was confusing, but we worked it out in the end. So stay with us. We've got some very interesting departures coming up. So we've got the A380 to Dubai, Emirates A380, which should be out imminently because that was supposed to go out at 2:35, so they're running a bit behind. We've got the Saudia, I think it is, Saudia Dreamliner that's going to Jeddah, which we caught on the first stream along with the A380, and then we'll have the Qatar Dreamliner, which unfortunately we just landed after we finished the first stream because we had some technical issues which meant we didn't seem to be able to carry on. So yeah, so we should get a couple of Dreamliners and the A380 going out in the next, hopefully, half an hour. Definitely before we go off because we're on until 4 o'clock UK time. Yeah, no sign of the A380 showing up on flight radar yet. Yeah, Jet 2 definitely seem to gather in that part of the airport where we're looking at the moment, the remote parking. Well, I think there are some gates there actually looking. Yeah, I can see a jetway there. So there is some gates there. Can't see anything on radar coming into land yet. There's an EasyJet A319, but it's a bit off from the jet coming in from Glasgow. We've got the Jet 2, which was the go around from earlier. So if you're just joining, you can scroll back and unfortunately you won't see the go around. You'll hear me getting very confused about why there was a plane going directly over the runway at 4,000 feet, but we worked out in the end that it seemed like the pilot wasn't happy with the approach and called it at that point. Did the go around, so but they landed on the second attempt. As you can see, they're taxiing in now. It looks like the They're doing a quick airport inspection. I think they're doing a runway inspection there, Jim. I think ground vehicles going up the runway just to check for any debris or anything that could hinder takeoff or landing. It's quiet at the moment. There's nothing due imminently on flight radar at the moment. So yeah, I think that's just a runway inspection. Which they'll do periodically throughout the day. And if you didn't know, you can actually track these guys on flight radar. If you're on flight radar, they do have a transponder. So you can track them going around the airport as well, not just the planes. Yeah, I think our next arrival is going to be this EasyJet A319 from Glasgow. Departures, we've got a few. We've got Corendon, which is going to be going to Antalya. But it's these the heavies we want. We want those two Dreamliners. Two Dreamliners in the A380. I'm looking forward to capturing those. But yeah, I think we're maybe going to have some quiet time for the moment. I do. So Jim is on the camera. I'm Robbie. I'm on the I'm doing everything else that's not filming. I mean, Jim's doing the most important work, but I love the shots he presents me. Well, we're just on a very limp windsock at the moment. What's the speed now? I mean, I'm saying 4 knots, but that is very limp. I mean, that's for a pilot. You know, I'm sure they love where it's strong winds and they have to remember their training and how to land in strong winds that they've learned on the simulator or in real life as well. But I think if you gave them the choice, they'd probably prefer these kind of wind conditions where they don't have that challenge. I mean, it makes it more interesting for us if we've got strong winds to see some go-arounds maybe, or just some crabbing, but crabbing of the aviation variety, that is. But yeah, it's I think for the pilots they would always prefer these conditions. So we have this plane here today, which we think is a cargo plane. I think it's a Boeing 737. Just looking at the engine, yeah, that's a 737. So we initially thought it was a private 737. Private. I suppose a private. No, what am I trying to say? 737 private jet or private jet version of 737. I don't. Yeah, charter. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's based on the windows. I'd say that's cargo, but it's sat there all day. I mean, it's got the ground power sitting there. It's got the stairs up, but yeah, just been sat there most of the day. We're always hoping for a 747, but unfortunately, I think there was one here last weekend because sometimes they will park in this area as well, where that 737 was. And it's quite nice just to have them in shot a lot of the time. Yeah, no luck today, unfortunately. I don't think there's any due to land either. So it's always a nice treat to see the Queen of the Skies. We see the King of the Skies today, but always good to see the Queen of the Skies as well. If you're just joining us, please like the stream, give us a comment, say hello, and yeah, subscribe as well. I think that was subscribe, like, and comment, say hello. It'd be nice to hear from you. So we're just in a bit of a lull at the moment. There was I think there's an EasyJet A319 hanging around somewhere. Yeah, that's going to be on approach, but we have got we've got a Jet 2 coming from Rome. That's due in about a minute, it's saying here. So it's a Boeing 737 Jet 2 from Rome. Average flight time is roughly about 2 hours 18 minutes. And then we've got the EasyJet from Glasgow coming in. Looks like another Jet 2 from Malaga. And then an ATR from Guernsey. So, yeah, we've got a bit of a lull on the ground, but in terms of coming in, we have got a few arrivals, which is good. Departures-wise, we're a bit quiet on the departures front. Still waiting on the A380 and the Dreamliners, which should have been out now, but no signage yet, so maybe some delays there. We've got a Jet 2 pushing back. See its tail fin there. There's that one going. Going to... Again, there's some of these places I'm really struggling to pronounce today. Mytilene. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I think that's Greece, I think. Possibly. Yeah, Jet 2 737 pushing back. Right, so we've got Jet 2 737 coming in from Rome. It's the silver livery. It's my favourite Jet 2 livery, actually. That's the Jet 2 from Rome. Just coming in now, be taxiing or turning off in... I can't really see whether... Yeah, should be turning off about now, I think. Getting onto the taxiway. And next in is an EasyJet, which is an A319 from Glasgow. We'll catch that when it's close enough. It's about a couple of minutes away at the moment. There goes the Jet 2, just turning off. There it is, there's our EasyJet A319 from Glasgow. I wonder what the flight time is for that, because that's got to be 48 minutes, okay. Similar to, I suppose, some of the island flights we've been seeing. So that's the EasyJet coming in from Glasgow, A319. Just a bit smaller than the A320, a bit bigger than the A318, which is You don't see an A380 that often. I caught one on a live stream the other day at Heathrow, which is good to see because they are dilly planes. Yeah, I don't see the A380 much nowadays. We've got a couple more planes coming in, I think. More arrivals. Yeah, Jet 2 coming in from Malaga. And then should be after that the ATR from Guernsey. I think that's all we've got on radar at the moment. I'm now standing up, stretching my legs. I've been sat down most of this time. Okay, so Jim's on it. We've got the Jet 2 on its way in from Malaga, the A321, which is the biggest of the A320 series of planes. A321neo as well. And that is a brand new plane, October 2023. It's registered, so yeah, probably a new plane, that one. So neo, there's the new engine option. That's the EasyJet, just taxiing in, A319 from Glasgow. And then we've got the Jet 2 from Malaga, which is the A321. Okay, so that's the A321 Jet 2 from Malaga, just landed there. And then next in, we always like these, this is the ATR, which is the prop plane. I think it was put in a bit of a hold by the looks of the route here, which has been happening today. This is just how they manage traffic. And that is a CRJ, which again, always nice to see these. CityJet. We did capture, did we not? No, we didn't capture this one earlier, I don't think, because I think it just landed just as we went off air, I think, or whilst we were in our break. But yeah, so this is the CityJet CRJ. A few planes going out actually, so you've got the CRJ here, then you've got a couple of Jet 2s. One of those Jet 2s is just taxiing in, but there's a Jet 2 behind it then. Oh no, sorry, all these, no, they're going in, they're taxiing in, so. Yeah, we've got the CRJ ready to, we're getting ready to go, and then Jet 2 as well. I think that ATR should be on its way in about a minute's time, I think. Listen to the noise that the you get from a prop plane. So me and Jim have actually been on one of these CRJs. I don't think it was the CityJet one, but the business class section was interesting because it just looked like the rest of the plane, basically. But I think you got champagne. That was that seemed to be the only difference. So here comes the ATR, which we'll capture for you once it's here. Jim is very busily trying to capture all the all the activity. So I think we're going to see the ATR. Should be able to hear it because it'll put its reversers on. And there it is. There's the ATR coming in from Guernsey. Thank you. Okay, so there's your CRJ since you get off to Frankfurt. Nice early rotation there, typical of smaller planes. A lot lighter than the big airliners. Generally should go up pretty quickly as well. There's the great little ATR coming in. So I'm going to sound a bit like a broken record, but there are, because I've mentioned this a lot on the live stream this morning, or the earlier live stream that we did, but we have a lot of the videos, of the ATR where you get the propeller frame rate sync, where it looks like the propeller is completely stopped. There's a few of those in the Birmingham playlist on the channel. Go and check those out. That's Ryanair 737 just landing from Poznan in Poland. Flight time about 2 hours from Poznan. And we've got a Jet 2 lining up, which is going to, again, I struggle to pronounce this, so Mytilene, I'm going to say. Probably completely butchered that, which I think was in Greece from when I looked. Yeah, in Greece. So that's should be lining up. Still waiting. I don't know what's happening, but there's a couple of Dreamliners and an A380 that were due. Well, should have gone out in the last half an hour, but seemingly delayed. So I'm hoping here for another 55 minutes. We hope. The A380 is showing us it should have gone out at 14:42, so that's not happened. And then the Dreamliner to Jeddah doesn't. That says 2:36. So we hope to bring those to you during the stream. We captured the majority of their landings, but it'd be nice to bring the takeoffs to you as well. So stay tuned. Let's hope we can bring them. They're not showing yet, but fingers crossed we'll get them out. We'll get them out. We'll not get them out. We'll get them on the stream. So that's the Jet 2 737 off to. Okay, well, I'm going to butcher this. Mieterline. I'll probably say that differently every time I say it. We've just gone landing as well. Fly 4 Airlines. 737 from Kavala. In, I think that's Greece again. So we'll capture that. Should be appearing any moment now. Might get a crossing with the Ryanair. There it is. Nice camera work there, Jim. Yeah, this white and grey livery, which is I think on a cloudy day you wouldn't see that in the sky. That'd be blend in quite nicely, I think. Yeah, that's Fly 4 737 from Kavala. And after that we'll have a Ryanair 737 coming from Cork in Ireland, and then after that we've got another ATR from the Isle of Man. I thought the windsock's picked up a bit, it's not as limp as it was earlier. And then we've got a 737 Ryanair from Lisbon after the ATR. So a few arrivals coming in. It's good. Should have the Ryanair coming in shortly from Cork. There it is. Yeah, another relatively short flight. I think that's about 50 minutes, I think. Yeah, 51 minutes is the average flight time on that one. But as I said earlier, the next one is the ATR from the Isle of Man, Logan Air. That's got to be an even shorter flight than Cork, I would have assumed. Yeah, 43 minutes average flight time with that. So that's Yeah, it's due in next. I'm a bit cold now. It's temperature seems to have dropped. It says it's 19 degrees. I'm sitting here in a t-shirt and shorts. I thought it was going to be warm today, but it's a bit nippy up here. So ATR is about a minute out for the moment. If you have joined us, say hello in the comments, give us a like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Really appreciate that. Okay, there's the ATR from the Isle of Man. A few ATRs today, always like propeller planes, or prop planes, which you call them. Yeah, always a little treat to see these come in. Always like to hear the noise they make, especially when they put the reverse thrust on. It's always nice. So here is the ATR from the Isle of Man. I think that was, yeah, from the Isle of Man. Yeah, hear that great noise of the reverse thrust kicking in there. It just hits differently, like reverse thrust. Nicer sound than the. I tell you, that's the beauty of having a smaller plane. You can just get off the runway quicker than others. Okay, so next one in is going to be the Ryanair 737, which is probably about a minute or so out. Yeah, Ryanair 737 from Lisbon, in Portugal. Right, let's see if we can get an update on what's happening with this A380. So still not showing. Got a viewing coming out. Just going to Barcelona. No sign of those. Any of the planes actually, any of the Dreamliners or the A380. It does say the average delay at the moment is 20 minutes, but I've gone over that with those planes. Yeah, we've got 45 minutes left. Hope and pray that we can bring those to you. So, this is the Ryanair from Lisbon, 737. Okay, so I think we've got a bit of a lull on arrivals now. Can't see anything particularly on radar. Oh, there we go. We've got a jet to A321 from Lanzarote, but it's not that close yet. It's about 7 minutes away, so a bit out at the moment. Yeah, so a bit of a lull on arrivals. Departures, yeah, a bit of a lull on departures. There are some planes taxiing out. There's a Vueling plane that's taxiing out, which is going to Barcelona. We've got the Ryanair that's just landed from Lisbon coming in. We've got on screen at the moment. Yeah, maybe a bit of a lull in terms of actual runway action. Feel free to give us a message in the chat. Say hello. So we should have a viewing, which I think Jim is just panning round to get for us. Because that's intersecting, so it should be just on the right of the hangar. Hangar number 2 that we sometimes, yeah, there it is. So I think he's going to go straight off. I don't think they're going to hang around. Yep, looking like they go. So off to Barcelona. Flight time average about 1 hour 48 minutes. That is a Vueling A320 off to Barcelona. I think the next arrival looks to be the Jet 2 A321. Look from Lanzarote. But that's about 4 minutes out at the moment. We're still no sign of our heavies. No A380 and no Dreamliners. It's disappointing. I really hope we can bring them. We've got 40 minutes left. It'd be nice to get at least one of them, but at the moment it's not looking very optimistic, unfortunately. Flight radar is not my friend at the moment. It's not telling me much. Oh, actually, no. I'll take that back. The Jeddah, Dreamliner to Jeddah, Saudi Dreamliner, looks like that's going at 3:33. That's a good sign. Hopefully we'll get that. The Qatar Dreamliner to Doha, I haven't updated the time, and the Dubai A380 same. So hopefully we'll get one. Just showing you here some of the cargo area. This is mainly where they operate the cargo planes from. So in the past, we've been lucky and we've had a 747 parked there. I think it was the Silkway 747. Again, it's on the channel. Have a look on the Birmingham playlist videos. It's on there, the 747. I think we had two 747s in one day. I think we had a Silkway, I can't remember the other airline. It was Silkway National, thank you. So Jim's very good at this. So if I can't remember stuff, he will know it. So he just tells me. And then, so yeah, National and a Silkway. We were very lucky that day to get not just the one 747, we get two, but yeah, sometimes you get them parked here or they're parked over. The old control tower's here on the left as well. Sorry, Jim, I'm saying this stuff. So there's the old control tower, completely disused now. We did look at it as a possible streaming location, but because that would be perfect, but I don't think they're going to let us in there. So we're here in the car park, and we saw the windsock just then. It's picked up a bit. It was very limp earlier, but it's picked up a bit now. I'll just get an update on the winds actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, picked up a bit. 6 knots, 300 degrees. So I think the lowest it got to was 4 knots. We arrived this morning, it was 12 knots, so a bit of movement around. So the next plane in, the next arrival, is the Jet 2. Don't know if you've got it visible yet. A321, so the biggest of the A320 family of planes. The average flight time from Lanzarote is 3 hours 36 minutes. And this is an A321 Neo, so it's only a year old, that one. Actually, it's probably celebrating its birthday because it's July 2023, so it's one today. Let's say it's his birthday today. Probably completely wrong on that, but I only get July 2023 on flight radar. Happy birthday, A321 Neo. So here's the Jet 2 A321 Neo from Lanzarote. Oh, is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? Oh, nearly. It's a difficult art that to follow a plane through a building. Most of the time he gets it. I think he was just slightly off there. definitely being an armchair critic here because I'm sat in a seat doing all the non-camera work. Jim's definitely got the harder task, I'm sure. Especially when he's jumping between two cameras here, trying to manage all that and doing the mixing as well. So, doing a very good job. Right, so it looks like we have... Okay, so we've got the weather Dreamliners on flight radar. It's come up, which is good, so that's probably on its way to being pushed back. That's a good sign. So we should get that hopefully before the end of the stream. Can't promise we'll get the other Dreamliner or the A380, but we'll definitely get at least one Dreamliner, which is good to get a heavy. We'll definitely get at least one Dreamliner, which is good to get a heavy. So we've got a Ryanair taxiing out, which is going to I can never pronounce this place, Fuerteventura. And we've got our next arrival is Jet 2, 737 from Split. I think is Croatia. Thank you. Oh, it's hot in Croatia at the moment, 31 degrees, wow. Kind of glad we're not getting those temperatures, although we did have, I think earlier this week in this country, we got some, we went into the 30s. I think I was sat out in the garden at 10 o'clock at night and it was still, I think it was something like 29 degrees. I think that was on Friday night, which was yeah, most unusual. I think as Brits we yeah, we struggle to know what to do when we get these kind of that kind of weather. So here is the Jet 2 737 from Split in Croatia. Next arrival is going to be the Ryanair 737. I don't know why I say 737 after Ryanair because they're all 737s, but this one's coming in from Dublin. Again, a relatively short flight. Done this a few times myself over to Dublin, 41 minutes. Looks like definitely see that before the end of the stream. Oh, look at that, just got the touchdown. We don't always get the touchdown because of hangar number 2 there, but it was nice to win in. Reverse is kicking in. Okay, so we've got a Ryanair intersecting, technically. Gone a bit further down the runway than sometimes normal, because most of the time they go up to the top of the runway, but this one's it's just cut in on the earlier entry point. That Ryanair is going to Fuerteventura. Should be able to hear this going now. The Ryanair 737, or 737 MAX, going up to Fuerteventura, which is one of the Canary Islands. So hopefully you can stay with us for the next half an hour, hopefully. I do apologise for that background sound. We are in a car park. There are other people here. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do about them. We're surrounded by other people here. You know, there's people below us that are plane spotting as well. So yeah, not much we can do about it. But what I was going to say is hopefully you can stay with us until 4 p.m. Here in the 4 p.m. UK time, because we are going to hopefully catch the Saudi Dreamliner, which is due out. So it's been pushed back. I think it's just waiting to go now. I think they will switch their engines on to get ready to go. So yeah, hoping that we'll catch that before the end of the stream. Yeah, our mics are sometimes maybe too sensitive that they pick up on those background noises. So apologies for that. We can't do much about it, I'm afraid. We are in a public place. So we've got an EasyJet taxiing out, which you can see on your screen now. I think that's going to go, looks like that's going up to the top, or is it going to cut in? Might be intersecting, possibly. I keep saying intersecting. I mean, intersecting is more about cutting or going ahead of other traffic, which in this case is not true because there is no other traffic. But yeah, it's just he's going in, I suppose, shorter. Yeah, EasyJet A319 going to Glasgow, which I think we might have caught this one already, possibly. Would have come in here earlier. Yes, I think we did catch this one because it landed from Glasgow. I think so. Seen it going back out again. There we go. EasyJet A319 off to Glasgow. Okay, so the Dreamliner, so the 787-10 is taxiing out, but I think it's probably behind the hangar at the moment. So we're not going to be able to see that. Yeah, can't see that at the moment. But we'll bring that to you when it appears. Oh, we have got a Jet 2 landing, which is a sneaky one. There it is. Just caught it off shot there. That's coming in from Tenerife. They do sneak up on you sometimes, these. So Jet 2 737 landing from Tenerife. We have had a go around today. I can't remember if it was on this stream or it was on the previous stream, but we had a go around where they. So if you have a look back on the stream later on, where I think it was coming in from Corfu, I think it was a Jet 2 from memory. Yeah, didn't like the approach and decided to go around. So we had that, and then in a second attempt he came in successfully, so all good there. And there is our Saudi Dreamliner, which we did capture landing. Yeah, we caught that landing earlier. Yeah, it was the Qatar Dreamliner that we did miss. Yeah, we've got this now taking off and going back to Jeddah. So they've done well to, as much as it's a bit delayed, they've done well to turn that plane around. It's a big old plane to get cleaned and get refueled and catered and all the things that go into turning a plane around, but it's taxiing out at the moment. Very interesting plane this as well. I've been lucky enough to get on one of these to go to, I think it was Mexico, and which is roughly about a 10-hour flight. And it's amazing. I don't know what they do with the pressurization in that plane, but I came off as if I'd just come off a 2-hour flight. Didn't feel jet lagged at all. It's yeah, quite incredible technology. So the flight to Jeddah is average flight time 5 hours 53 minutes. Nautical miles roughly about 2,635 nautical miles to get to Saudi Arabia. This plane has been very busy today. It started its day in Riyadh, through to Jeddah, and it came to Birmingham from Jeddah. Now going back to Jeddah, and then have a nice little sleepies, and then it'll be tomorrow to go from Jeddah to Bangkok. And all this information, by the way, is on Flight Radar. You can look at the flights for the plane. I always find it fascinating just to see where they've been, where they're going to, that kind of thing. Useful information. Well, I suppose useful if you really want to know this information. But hopefully you're into aviation if you're watching this. Flight Radar is a great app. I think I can hear is that the police helicopter coming back in again? I can hear a helicopter. It's not coming up on Flight Radar, which tells. Oh, there it is now. I've got it. It's an Airbus. Oh, it's the air ambulance. So it's just gone over our head. You can hear a helicopter. That's what that is. We've got an EasyJet coming in, which is probably going to hold up the 787 Dreamliner. So that is from Enfida, which is in Tunisia. So flight time just short of 3 hours to get from Enfida to Birmingham. My goodness, it's 44 degrees there. Wow. 34 degrees, sorry, not. I think part of northern Tunisia is 44 degrees. 34 degrees, that is, yeah, that's too much. They've had very hot weather. 25 is about my limit. So that's the easy jet from Feeder. Okay, so I think the Dreamliner has lined up. We can't see it at the moment, it's hidden behind that building. There is a Dreamliner behind there. So it's just turning now to get into position. And then I think once that EasyJet clears, which it's just about to, yeah, it's just gone off now onto the taxiway. So we'll be getting the Dreamliner coming out. Okay, I think that's on the roll. Yep, there it is. And here we go. So this is the 787-10 Dreamliner going to Jeddah. To Saudi. Has he done it? Has he got it through the building? He's done it. Look at that. The top-notch filming there from Jim. Well, it's gone up earlier than I expected. That might have needed more runway, maybe not as heavy. Yeah, roughly about 6 hours to Jeddah, I think I said earlier. Yeah, interesting. Took off earlier than I expected. So at least we've got one Dreamliner. Always good to get the heavies. You know, we're not as lucky here as with somewhere like Heathrow, which is, you know, always got heavies coming in. But it's nice to see them. I think we've had the A380 earlier that landed. We've had a few Dreamliners come in. We haven't had the likes of 747s or A330s, but yeah, we've had some good heavy action today. About 15 minutes left on the stream now. So I've got Jet 2 there. It's going to Larnaca in Cyprus. A321. I think we're going to get the A380 or the other Dreamliner. They must be significantly delayed, I think. Certainly they were supposed to go out at 2:30, the A380. Anyway, so this is the Jet 2 Airbus A321 coming in from Zakynthos. Air ambulance, is it? Yeah, just going overhead at the moment. Jim's going to do his best to capture it. It's 1,500 feet. I don't know if you'll get that, Jim, but it's tricky. It's going away from you as well. It's there somewhere, isn't it? Didn't quite get it, but anyway. Doesn't matter. Midlands Air Ambulance going over. H135 Airbus helicopter. Okay, so next departure is going to be the Jet 2 A321 to Larnaca, which I think I can hear is rolling. there it is. So it's coming out of the ground, but it's not. Excellent filming again from Jim, getting it through the building. And away it goes. It's a Larnica. Average flight time about 4 hours 14 minutes. Cyprus. And then our next arrival, we've got a couple of arrivals due in. We've got Jet 2 737 from Palma de Mallorca, which is the second of the day. We've already had one of them. And then we've got, oh, look at that, we've got a Dreamliner, another Dreamliner. That's a little treat, I didn't realise that. So, Dreamliner coming from Malaga. Excellent. So, we wanted to bring you 2 Dreamliners. Technically we are, because we've got one. We're supposed to have 2 taking off, but we've got 1 taking off, which you've just seen, which was the Saudi one. And now we're going to get the TUI, one from Malaga. That's surprising from Malaga, because your Dreamliners are generally long-haul aircraft. So interesting that they've got one coming in from Malaga, but there we go. So yeah, so should have an arrival from Palma de Mallorca, which is the 737 Jet 2, which we'll get for you once that's nearby. So there's the A321 Jet 2 from Zakynthos. We should have a Jet 2 landing from Palma de Mallorca, which is going to be a Boeing 737. Be appearing right now. There you go. It's that Jet 2 livery again. Such a plain livery. And then after this, we're going to have the Dreamliner, which is great. We'll get the 787-9 Dreamliner 2 from Malaga. Okay, so we've got the Jet 2. That's not a Jet 2. That's a police helicopter. We did see this police helicopter coming in earlier. Again, nice little treat when you get something like this coming in. You have to get in quick because the TUI Dreamliner is due in. I think he's safe now. I think he's clear. Yeah, just coming into land. I think they must be based in that hangar, or in front of that hangar at least. Okay, so and there is the Dreamliner. Again, I always like to see heavies. I like the other planes. You know, there's your A320s, your A321s, the CRJs, the ATRs, which we get here regularly. But it's always nice to get these heavies. And at least we've managed to bring you a second Dreamliner. We're definitely not going to see the A380. I mean, we've got 9 minutes left. But we've been, blessed. I don't know if that word is right, but we've got very lucky with this TUI Dreamliner coming in now from I'm trying to say it, Malaga. There we go. Got there in the end. You're an aviation enthusiast. you're coming from Malaga, you wouldn't be expecting to get on a Dreamliner, so that'd be a nice little treat. And so next plane out looks like Jet 2 A321 going to Gran Canaria. Let's see what arrivals we've got. Can't see any other. Yeah, not any arrivals I can see on radar at the moment. That's the Jet 2 737 from Palma de Mallorca that we saw earlier, which will be followed by the 787 Dreamliner, 787-9 Dreamliner. It's come in from Malaga. Jet 2 should be a Jet 2 rolling now, which is going to appear any moment, which is off to Gran Canaria, A321. And there he goes. Average flight time 4 hours. Wow. I sometimes forget how far the Canary Islands are down. They're just off the coast of Africa, so yeah, it makes sense. So, yeah, 4 hours 3 minutes average flight time for those guys going off to Gran Canaria. There's the Dreamliner, lovely plane. Very nice to travel on as well, as I was saying earlier. You don't even feel like you've been on a long flight, which is typically what those are used for. They're not usually used for flights from Malaga, I don't think. But I guess it depends on what plane's available for them at the time. So, yeah, nice plane. That's a Jet 2 going down to, looks like it's going to use the full runway here. That's off to Skiathos, which I know is in Greece. Don't have to check that one. Jet 2 737. Seems to have a mixture, Jet 2, in terms of Boeing and Airbus. Seen a bit of both from Jet 2 yesterday. The flight time on this actually shouldn't be too bad. Just over 3 hours. So we're running down to the end of the stream now. 5 minutes roughly left. Hope you've enjoyed the footage that we've provided today. We'll be back here next month to do another live stream. Check out all the videos on our channel, lots there. We went to the Sidewell Air Show recently, which caught lots of footage for that. We've done obviously the live stream from here last month, which you can go and check out, and loads of other videos. Try to organise them into playlists so it's easier to find stuff. And as I said earlier, I probably sound like a broken record, but give us a like, give us a subscribe. We're also on Instagram, which I haven't mentioned so far, but if you're on Instagram, give us a follow on there as well. We'd really appreciate that. And Yeah, I mean, if anyone wants to comment in the last 5 minutes just to say hello, please feel free to do so. Be nice to hear from you. Yeah, thank you for tuning in today. Much appreciated. Means we should have the Jet 2 now going to Skethos on the roll. You can hear it. Ah, there it is. Nice silver livery. Oh, slightly missed it. He's been good so far though, getting through the building. It's not easy. Okay, so just seeing if there's any arrivals actually, because we've mainly been having departures. So this is Corendon. I think we caught this earlier. Turkish airline, I believe. Going back to Antalya. I'm pretty sure that came in from Antalya earlier. Could be lying. No, that's correct. Yeah, that came in from Antalya earlier. So going back to Antalya now. Corendon 737. I think we'll make this, Jim, our last one, last departure, and then we will be we'll be signing off. I think that Corendon is just entering the runway, I think. Or maybe not, Jim, might be holding. No, okay, he's on the runway. So just to say, this is going to be our last plane, our last departure. There's no more arrivals due anyway. But yeah, thank you again for logging in and watching us today. Hope you enjoyed the footage. Like I said, give us a like, subscribe, have a look at all our videos on the channel, there's lots on there. And yeah, I'd like to see you next time. We'll make sure we put the announcement on as normal, just to give you the heads up that we're going to be on. Yeah, we'll just catch this Corendon, which is going to Antalya, and then we'll be going off. Okay, I can hear that spooling up. Should be on the roll. It's the Corendon 737 off to Antalya, Turkey. Okay, thanks everyone. We're going to end it there. Thank you for watching us today, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.